Welcome back to On the World Plays Out of the Park Baseball as the Chicago White Stockings. It is time for the 1887 offseason. So we're going to see what we can do. We're probably going to just ride this one out. We made all our deals during the last season, so hopefully we've got all the pieces in place to be able to put together another run here. We do need a little bit more pitching, but I'm not quite sure how we're going to find that at this point. I received a personal message. Okay. Yeah, Bob Black might fit our need. And we have this trade. St. Louis sent Milo Lockwood to New York for 24-year-old minor leaguer Lem Hunter and Henry Easterday. So is this anything? Okay. Middle of the road reliever, I guess. For a slightly better reliever. And a shortstop who can play defense but isn't going to bat. So, I mean, there's something in there to like for both teams, so I see why it happened. Yeah, I mean, we'd love to have Bob Black, but I just don't think that's a trade we can make. We're going to need to get real lucky to be able to pull off a major trade. So, I mean, the big thing is to come in and see who's in a rebuilding mode. So, like Brooklyn. Nothing there worth making a trade for. Cleveland Blues. I mean, we'd love to pull Fred Carroll at this point. That wouldn't be a bad deal. But again, I don't think they make that trade. Henry Boyle's the best pitcher. I don't think that's worth making. The Indianapolis Hoosiers. John Henry. I don't think I'm making the trade for him. I don't think he's good enough. He has the right stuff. John Murphy. I mean, this might be the better pitcher of the bunch, but he's 29. Actually, that could be doable. I mean, there's a little more value in there. I mean, you look at our rotation, my rotation. I mean, Buffington, like Buffington's the better pitcher there. Casey has higher upside. I mean, Radburn's the one who's on the way down. He's still 32. He gives us a little bit of something. I mean, even Backley. Backley's really a two-pitch pitcher. Okay, I see why. But I've collected Bobby Mitchell too. Like, we've collected pitchers. We're not doing bad there. The only other thing we should be looking for is, do we have any of these Rule 5 guys? Or Rule, yeah, it's Rule 5. And is there any value in them? So, like, this guy. So let's go ahead and chop him around. And then I had a guy in Double-A too. Halpin, Sad Halpin. So let's see what people are willing to give us for that pair. Probably not much, but you never know. You can find that diamond in the rough. Alex McKinnon. That doesn't help. It's a first baseman. We're not really going to look at relief pitchers. We can look at the collection of outfielders here. I mean, an extra. I mean, Charlie Bennett gives us another right fielder, although I think we're set. Bill Crowley. I mean, we are talking about backups, so I guess we shouldn't be too picky. Ned Hanlon, I mean, it's a left fielder. He's an average player. Hankinson, Larkin. I mean, we could go get Connie Mack back, but I don't think that's worth making a trade. I can have Comiskey back, but he fell off a cliff. I mean, he really fell off a cliff. We could grab Tim Keefe. I almost feel like, if we're going to keep grabbing at straws at the back end of our rotation, that's not a bad one. Monty Ward gives me, well, he can't field. I don't know why we'd grab him. Aaron Clapp, I think he's been around once or twice. He's kind of a backup outfielder. Yeah, we've had him on the roster before. Walter Hackett, defensive, up the middle defensive player. I mean, that's what you're getting. Huh. I am more inclined to keep making the trades to get these, middle of the, see what we can get out of this. Alex Voss, yeah. If I could get Alex Voss, that would go a long way. Would you trade him? He's 29, so he's getting up there. What do you want? I mean, you want a stud. Where do you need help? You need a left fielder, though. Can I give you Moynihan? I don't want Moynihan. He's just a bat we collected. I'll pay for it. Is that making you feel better? You added Sam Thompson to the list. Got it. Is there? Huh. I mean, we just keep Burdock around for his leadership skills. At this point, he doesn't really do much. Okay. Where else are they lacking? Nobody counts as having relief pitchers, so they would like left fielders, shortstops. I mean, Mike McGarry can still field and hit a little bit, so I mean, it's John Radcliffe hanging on. He can't field anymore. Would you take him? I don't think he'll go. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. But my left field collection. I collected Buttercup Dickerson too. Man, we have collected all of the outfielders at this point. I mean, like, throw Oscar Walker on there. Do you have any feelings about him? Yeah. Okay, so those guys can come off the deal. Voss comes off. I mean, Emsley? Actually, I like Emsley too. That's not a bad. He's not bad either. Yeah, I know, but we'll throw our friends back in. You want Moynihan? I think I was going to throw Oscar Walker on that one. You don't want them? Okay, we're starting to talk. But you want a starter level person, so I don't think that's going to happen. Conway? Why is Conway here? You think he's a relief pitcher, huh? I mean, he probably is long term. Okay, let me remove him and remove him. You just traded for Easterday, who's a backup shortstop. Because Fenley is not. Well, actually, Fenley is a good defensive shortstop. This is where we need to be shopping in this area. Let's see. See, Jack Brennan might add something. I just wonder what they'll want for that to be a part of it. Yeah, but are we close or not? Okay, now we're actually, you're including more people in this. Now we're really getting close. And I can throw Oscar Walker in. Does that help the offer or hurt it? Yeah, you're not really willing to give up those guys. I mean, how much did you give me? Okay, so we're close. Okay, so we'll complete that. That gives us one more player. So I feel good about that. Anything else from all these Rule 5 guys? I don't really think so. Yeah, Mark Baldwin isn't ready yet, so let's play till the end of our winter meetings. Hope I received a trade proposal. Jack Boyle, Abner Powell. So he could start. This is playing the collection game. You want Jack Boyle. Yeah, that you're not getting. And Buck Gladman. Well, you can have Buck Gladman. So, let's discuss this. There's a lot you'll consider, though. Huh? I mean, I can throw random relief pitchers in, and that's all you want? I mean, I think I could feel good getting rid of another reliever. But Hickman is worse, so let's send Hickman away. I mean, he doesn't provide his value overall, so that is fine. No, you're not getting O'Brien. You could have Hickman. I think we get a little bit with Abner. It's a better reliever at this point. I mean, do you want something? I mean, I could get Farrell back, but that doesn't help. I think we got all we were getting out of him. Orador Schaefer. I mean, if you'll throw him in, I'll take him. Because you never know what old players you can get. Davey Force still hanging around. Would you throw him in? You wouldn't. But you would give me Orador Schaefer. I mean, sometimes you just make weird deals. Okay, so you actually thought that was a pretty even deal. Okay, I'm going to do that. Does mean I'm going to have to make another trade to clear out some Flopsum and Jetsam on this roster. So let's put Moynihan up on the block. Or we're going to have to try to sneak somebody through waivers. That's the other thing. I mean, we could always just outright Radcliffe at this point, but that might be a bridge too far. Frank Brill, there's nothing there. Mac MacArthur. Doesn't do anything very well. Or we're going to need to figure out a 2-for-1. Type of a deal. Yeah, but I wanted to add my other random left fielder I had. Oscar Walker can join you. Let's see what we can get. I'll pay you to take both of those guys off my hands. Alex McKinnon, it's just kind of the same crowd. Bill Harbridge, it's another outfielder. Harbridge at least provides a little bit of a defensive option. Cy Bentley's Ancient, Charlie Bennett, Joe Summer. Yeah. You can't even catch. I could have Cassidy back. Doc Bushin, defensive catcher. John McGinnis, again. Okay, we might make the McGinnis trade to pick up the leadership skills if we need to. I think we'll make the John McGinnis trade. Can I drop him off? And him off? I don't think you have much offer. Let's balance it. Would you pay for him? Okay. We'll do that. Moynihan and Walker go. We pick up John McGinnis, which gives us a 40-man roster. I received a trade proposal. Frank Hankinson. I don't need that. And they trade John Morrill for Lee Richmond. Okay. Let's read it all. Nothing happened. So Hall of Fame voting. So, history. I think we decided we weren't voting Craver or Fisher. So our choices are going to be Ralph Hamm, who I don't think deserves it. He won 2 titles. I think he's a no. So then it's the pitchers. And this is so George Zeitlin won 1 Cy Young, 3 All-Stars, and an American League Reliever of the Year. I don't really think he deserves it. He fit more the reliever category. And then Ronnie Walters led the league in wins several times. He's got, let's just read it here. It's a lot easier. 1-time Pitcher of the Year, 1-time MVP, Rookie of the Year, 5-time Silver Slugger, 5 championships, 7 All-Stars. Probably the best of the early pitchers and a great hitter at that. Because he hit, you know, his batting stats are just as impressive. He hit 311 throughout his career. Led the league in triples one year, too. So, I think Riney Walters is going to be the only vote we put on this one. I don't think any of those other guys are deserving. They like Cherokee Fisher, but you can see Walters threw almost twice as many innings as Fisher. I just don't see the difference. So that is our ballot. Riney Walters. Now it's time for the first-year player draft. So as usual, we draft towards the back. If we can get a pitcher, that would be awesome, but so we have the 14th pick. 78 players, so we might get a 5th pick, but we won't get a choice. So, all players, default. So, the best player in this one is Ed Delahanty, where he has the most room to grow. So, he could start tomorrow, but he could be a superstar. The defense is a little suspect. So, we'll see what Louisville decides to do. And Louisville takes Ed Delahanty. Okay, probably the next prize. We think Count Campow. I don't know who that is. There's a lot of growth, but you've got both Hugh Duffy. I think that's a good prize, and Billy Hamilton, who could be a good prize as well. So Philadelphia takes Billy Hamilton. That's a good pick. Cincinnati takes Hugh Duffy. Cupid Childs goes to the Browns. Count Campow goes to the Hoosiers. Brooklyn Bridegrooms take Dummy Hoy. Phil Tomney. Walt Wilmot. Bill Souders gets picked. Jake Beckley. Duke Farrell. Or Farrell. Irv Stubby Ray goes 13th. Gus Kroc goes 13th. He was the last one we really liked in this draft. So now we're looking at like a Bill Hallman who can play multiple positions. Isn't anything special. He got Shorty Fuller. He can't hit, so that's not a worthwhile pick. And Bill Blair, a reliever. We're not taking the reliever. So it should be Hallman. I'm not taking Shorty Fuller. I don't like that. Hallman at least has something to offer, unless we're going Jim Burns. We're not going Jim Burns. We're going Bill Hallman. So, our next pick. Ooh, Cinders O'Brien. That is not a great pitcher. I mean, that really is not. Can he hit? No. Skyrocket Smith. I mean, that's an awesome name. So let's look at our batting potential. Anybody here have any potential at the bat? Tad Gumbert. And he can play left field. Yeah, well, that's the pick. Wow. This is getting pretty ugly. Radorette. Meet demand. Wow. This is pretty ugly. We're just picking pitchers at this point who have any potential to hit. Okay. And John Souders. Biggest contract. Oh, interesting. Anson's not the highest. He and Ross Barnes are tight. Must be because they're getting old. So what do you want? We have infinite money. I'll throw 750 up there. Gumbert, Barrett, and Dwyer. Hallman can make that move. So Dwyer. I don't think he's ever going to pitch. We'll move him over to shortstop. Barrett. You need to move over to right field. Instantly, you are a better player. Probably can even play double-A ball. No, we have Rule 5 draft. Anybody in the draft pool we want. Basically, is there anybody left in the league who can hit? A 35-year-old Joe Batten, I think, will pass. Okay. We don't want anybody, so this will go fast. Complete the draft. Anybody get taken? Joe Batten, Art Benedict. Wow. And Mac MacArthur. Okay, I mean, I can see that. Like, that's, if you needed somebody, why not? But those guys you can get anytime you want. Hall of Fame voting results coming on up. Oh, you're going to offer me Gumbert, good. Gumbert. Yeah. We're going to set your position as left field. Oh. Suddenly, you're AAA ready. Sometimes you got to find the diamonds in the rough. Because that gives us something for down the line. Okay. Voting results. We ready? Ryan Walters. He does make it. He is our first member of the Hall of Fame. So voting results. Ryan Walters got 99.2% of the votes. Good for him. Cherokee Fisher, 73. Just missed. Just missed. Yeah, he's been floating. He didn't get it. Ralph Ham drops off this year. So there will be those three returning on the ballot next year. But we can go to our league history. Hall of Fame. Ryan Walters. There is our first inductee, and he's wearing a White Stockings hat. So, preseason coming up. We have received personal. Oh, you've dropped my budget, but I don't think anybody really cares. Yeah, let's just go to when spring training begins. Did we do enough? I received a personal message, Jim Handebo. Yes, he would meet my needs. And he actually would be really good. What would you like? Yeah. I don't have anything to offer him. So, tell me when you have a real trade. Sam Barkley. Ooh, that's not good. I mean, he's still a good ball player, but I mean, we've been happy with him since he's joined our team. Signing deadline. Oh, that's the next one. We're not even spring. I received a trade proposal. You want to send me Jim Whitney? I think I'm good. Yeah, you can't have those guys. Okay, spring training begins. I also don't want Harry Salisbury. I have plenty of bad relief pitchers myself. Abner Dalrymple. I think I'm good. Why are you sending me bad trade offers? I mean, don't I have a decent left fielder? Oh, you question Oyster Burns. Got it. You think I can do better. Now I understand. We have a bunch of veterans and then some young guys. 39-year-old John Radcliffe. Next week. Oh, I know what we forgot. We didn't check out our preseason predictions. How do they think we're faring? This is always the first test of our roster. They think we're the winner, but it's close with Boston and Pittsburgh. Okay. My brothers Thompson and Anson are the studs. Okay. We get a decent year out of Pete Conway. His ERA is almost 4. Our pitching is not what they like. Got it. They do not like our pitching. They're not feeling Buffington, huh? Yeah, because this will be an interesting one, because we're going to have to probably trade the bottom of the roster around here. Radburn looking like a better pitcher. Add Gumbert, potential, proves to 4 stars. That's going to probably be trade bait for somebody. And Red or Rat. His fastball got better, but we'll see what we can do here. March 1, March 5. Okay, our spring training is looking good. 12. You just got to go by week. It's one of the things I've learned. So you want to make sure at the end you can get your roster organized. 19th, perfect. 26th is usually about when spring training ends anyways. Finish today, and finish today. So, now we have to get this roster down to 25. So, Ed Crane, don't really need you. Manziel, don't need you. Kylie, definitely don't need you. So, that's 8 outfielders. Who else can we send down? I mean, McCaffrey is just kind of the general backup. He's not very good at it. Morrison provides a little bit more, but he can go down too. I mean, that's 6 outfielders. It's a good number. Infielders, Fennelly, McGarry. Fortunately, we're not going to be able to get rid of Radcliffe, so Anson, Gerhardt. Gerhardt provides both of those. Let's see. Barkley, Burdock, Brothers. Corey can go down. Harris can go down. Phil Baker. Can go down. We still have 4 catchers. Okay. They're all ancient. We need to clean the pitching piles out. So Bill Stearns, I don't think there's anything left there. I think that's a fair person to throw up. Miller can come down. Contash, Katie. I mean, Backley's not going to get a run with this rotation, so we may as well bring him down. Abner Powell. He gives us more pitching options, so I do like that. Still need to get down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11. I'd like at least 3 of those guys to go. So this is going to be, you can't refuse it, so that's fine. I mean, Stearns has to go down. Then some of these other guys are going to lose their spots because there's just not a point anymore. I mean, Arundel. So if I pay Arundel and Stearns to go away, Billy Otterson? Okay, he can't hit. He's well liked, but okay. So he could get sent down. It's the only value there. Or Hackett. Defensive catcher. Does he have any options? So I could send him down. We don't need to collect relief pitchers. I mean, just a corner outfielder. There's millions of those guys. Monk Klein. I already have enough outfielders. Who provides the most long-term value of this crew that we're looking at? So I think we're going to go up. Look at the catcher guy, Mert Hackett. No, not Mert Hackett. I don't need older catchers. Who is the youngster? Billy Otterson. And I like Mert Hackett better. Defensive catcher. I don't think he does much else, but you know, one of those guys. If you're building a roster, you're happy to take. I could take one other person in this. He doesn't provide anything. So I mean, we're really looking, 2.5, 3-star type guys. Ed Knopf. How is he not even eligible? Okay. Eddie Hogan. Relief pitchers are tradable. So, I mean, he's a younger pitcher, so let's see if they'll throw him in. What else do you want to grab Hogan? I like Baldwin. You want me to throw Crane in? I mean, I don't want Hogan that badly. I'll keep him. What else do you have that's young? And Bert Cunningham, would you throw him in? Okay, what do you want to make that piece work? Okay, what else do I have? So, is Cunningham better than Keefe? Not really. But he's younger. I'll keep him. Oh, Bobby Mitchell. Do I want to keep him around? I think I can say au revoir to Bobby Mitchell. What? You don't like that? I thought that would spark your interest. What do you want? You really like Ed Crane, don't you? You really do. I just don't value him. I mean, if that's what it's going to take, I feel like that's a better deal for me. So, yeah. I'll throw Crane in. So now I'll take some money off. Okay, you don't like it, but I see what we're doing. So we'll complete that. We're getting 2 backups. Because they're both going to go to the 40-man, but then go to AAA. We're buying our roster some depth. We've got a ridiculous amount. Contash can actually probably come here, as can Miller and Baldwin. Let's see. So I need to get rid of 1 more. I hate to do it, but it's Radcliffe. There's just no value here. It's going to be unceremonious. It doesn't matter. I don't want him. Yeah. I doubt he'll take it. Yeah. Yep, we're going to do that. Unfortunately, we've got to do that. So we'll see who comes up on waivers for other teams here. Nope. Herm Dosher's on the waiver wire. I don't need Herm Dosher. So we'll finish this one. And then here we'll start we'll see where we're at. Yep. So we are actually predicted to be behind again. That runs number came way down. Our pitching is still our bugaboo. We are actually picked to have the worst pitching in the National League. So we'll have to see what we can do about that. Because, well, Conway and Buffington both made tops. And brothers Thompson. No, Anson. Ooh, that's a big That's a big deal. Did he fall that far? No. Okay. And you're going to go with Buffington, Radburn, Conway. Why? Why? No. You are not allowed to do that. I will send him down if you try to pitch this. Why do I have to tell you what to do? Makes no sense. Okay. So he'll get to come back, but that's just because Conway's going to have to be forced down. Because I don't understand why you would do that, make that decision you just made. Well, that is, I guess, where we will end this. I am very frustrated with my manager and his decision on his pitchers. So we're going to have to do something about that. So we will see you in the next episode as we try to put together a good season. Thanks for watching. Bye.